Alright guys, welcome to the fourth Black Helm Studios beginning Java tutorial. In the last lessons we've been discussing variables, different types of variables, sort of integers, doubles, booleans, etc. In this lesson I'm just going to sort of show you what you can do with those, sort of how you can manipulate them and stuff like that. So let's just get rid of all this, what we did last week, and go delete. So I'm just going to create some new variables. So int price equals 5 and int discount equals 2. Alright, so we've got two variables there, price and discount. Now I'm going to sort of show you what you can do. We've got int discounted price. Now you'll notice there that I put discounted price, the word price with a P, a capital P. It's a naming convention within Java. I mean, you don't have to follow it. It doesn't change anything to do with your program, but it's just convention. It just, if you were ever going to get a job as a developer or something like that, they would expect that you know this. It's just a convention that any variable name has to start with a lowercase letter, and any subsequent word after that must start with a capital letter. Yeah. So what we'll do with this is we'll go. So I'll show you sort of what you can do. You can do price minus discount, and we'll see what that does. System.out.println discounted price. So we'll compile and we will run, and it gives us 3, as you'd expect. 5 minus 2 is 3. Now we'll just add those, not that it makes sense, being discounted, compile, and run. And you get 7 as you'd expect. So the plus and minus operators are the same. Now you got times, which is the star key. So we'll compile that. This does as you would expect. 10, so you know, price, which is 5, times discount price is 2, works that out as 10 and assigns 10 to the variable int discounted price. Yeah, so now we've got the divide operator. Now this will do something funny. Just have a look and you will see you get 2. Obviously 5 divided by 2 is not 2, it's 2.5. But what it does is, since they're integers, they can't have a decimal point. So it truncates it, which is just a fancy word for it chops off the decimal and throws it away. There's no rounding, no nothing, it just simply chops it off and throws it away. Therefore it's 2. Now there is another operator, which is the modulus operator, which is the percent sign. Now this will give you the remainder. So this will give us 1, I think. Yeah, so it gives you 1. So it's just saying 2 goes into 5 2 times, and it has 1 left over. So, which is a half of 2. So that's why it would be 2.5, but there's 1 left over. Now, if we changed these ints to doubles, I probably should just copy and paste that. It'd be so much quicker. Change that to 5.0, and change that to 2.0. I'll divide, because the plus and minus are the same, times is the same, it's just the divide that changes really. When I say the same, they'll just be 7.0 and 10.0 when you times and stuff like that. But when you divide, you get 2.5. So double division is as you would expect. We'd go times, compile that, run 10.0. So yeah, that's what you can sort of do with doubles and integers. Now there's also 1. So I could say double discounted price equals price times discount. Discounted price equals 5.2. Now what happens here is it creates a double. Here it creates a double called discounted price, assigns the value 10.0 to it. And then down here, discounted price is assigned the value 5.2. So when we run that, it'll give us 5.2 as you see down here. So it changes. It just changes it. In programs, if you sort of think you're getting the wrong output, you might have changed it somewhere like that or something like that. Just showing you that you can change the values of variables once you have created them. Now there is another operator. So we'll go discounted price plus plus, and that is called the increment operator. So as you'd expect, it would be 10, and then we've incremented it. So I'll show you what that does, and it's 11. All that does is just adds 1 to it, and then there's the decrement operator, which is the same, it just takes 1 away. That's really handy in things like for loops. We'll get to that later, but that's just to show you what it does. Now, that's with doubles and ints. We will move on to string. So delete that and go string first, name equals Mitchell, and string surname equals Dennett. And we'll go string full name equals first name plus surname, and we'll see what that does. Alright, compile that and run, and you get Mitchell Dennett. So when you're working with strings and you use the addition operator, it becomes the concatenation operator, which is just a fancy way of saying it adds the two together. It just puts surname on the end of the first name with no space. If you wanted a space, you could just go add a space like that, and that would give you a space. Or you could just add a space there, and that would do the same thing. Now, is that everything I was going to do? I think so. So yeah, that's what you could do. I'll quickly show one other thing. So we'll delete that, and you could do the same thing in here. So just go first name plus surname, and that would give you the same thing. Mitchell Dennett with no space. Oh, with a space. Oh, yeah, that's why. Sorry. So you don't have to create a new variable to store it. You can just simply print it out straight to the screen. So yeah, that's it for today. That was just showing you sort of what you can do with variables. They're really useful. Every program will use them to store values. You sort of want your programs to be dependent on variables. So if anything ever changes, you don't have to recode everything. You just change your variables. But we'll get onto that much later, sort of with constant variables and stuff like that. So thank you for watching. Guys, please subscribe. If I get to 100 subscribers, there's going to be competition, there's going to be giveaways, freebies, and maybe some t-shirts as well. So guys, yeah, subscribe, and thank you for watching.